You are invited to a live-streamed interview. This is how to prepare yourself. Hi, this is Daniel. In this podcast, I explain... wait a minute. Yes, please.
Hi, Daniel. I have this video podcast. Would you like to have an interview?
Yes, we can do that. What is it about? Live video, digital content marketing, or mindset?
Of course, about everything, especially live video.
So, I'm in. We'll talk later. Bye. You are invited to participate in an interview as a speaker and expert. How should you properly prepare? And how do you come across well in a live interview? It was the craziest job that I have done so far. From 2014 to 2015, I worked at a TV studio conducting more than 200 interviews. What I learned from there helps me a lot today in my work as a live video coach. Today, conducting virtual interviews is nothing special. These interviews take place via a virtual interview room. Zoom is the most prominent of these. The live streaming platforms such as Ecamm Live, StreamYard and Restream allow us to broadcast simultaneously across multiple networks like Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn or Twitch. The advantages of an interview are great. You are perceived as an influencer and expert. This puts you in a much better position with your knowledge because before you present yourself as an expert, you are asked by others, and that promotes a much stronger perception. When you share your ideas, you can also gain new perspectives yourself. Because the interview is first broadcasted to the interviewer's followers, the principle of cross-promotion applies. By sharing your knowledge, you gain new contacts, and these could be your potential customers. What should you keep in mind when planning just before the interview and during the interview? From my experience as a broadcast journalist and influencer, this checklist shows you technical checks that you should definitely perform beforehand that will help you to keep a cool head so you can start the interview with a sense of fun and confidence. The preparation. The interview already starts with a request. In the preparation, you have the opportunity to find out more detailed information about what the interview is actually about and also how you can make it work for you. What is the interviewer most interested in? Have the interview questions sent to you and answer them in advance in bullet points, and then think of your why. Why do you do what you do? And why do you want to tell a story about it? When you tell this story, think about certain images and concise situations that you can present to get your point of view across. Because you are interviewed, there's nothing wrong with leading the audience to your offers. Think about your call to action and also think of specific keywords that you would like to drop into the interview. One hour before the interview. The technical check begins. Is your microphone connected correctly? How is the sound and the video quality? Is the camera clean? Is the camera angle in the best position? Next, it is very important to consider your background. Is everything around you nice and tidy? And always ask yourself, how would you like to be perceived and what does the background say about you? One final point, I definitely recommend that you try out beforehand how you get into the interview room. Normally, for a virtual interview, you will have been sent a link in advance. If that is the case, then just make a test call. What information do you need to enter that particular interview virtual space? And what else might you need to enable on your browser in terms of permissions that the camera, mic, and everything else performs well? As a rule of thumb, Google Chrome is the best option for a carefree logging into a virtual interview room. After all this is done, be relaxed and get into your energy zone. 15 to 20 minutes before the interview. The interview will begin in 15 to 20 minutes. Be on time, log in beforehand, make an appointment with the interviewer so that both of you can relax and go through another technical check together. And this is always very important. How is the sound? Is there feedback? Are the noise levels the same? Are the sound levels the same? I recommend that you simply use headphones so you are quiet and there's no unpleasant feedback noise. Also, it is very important to check your cropping. Perhaps you are sitting a little bit too high or a little bit too low. You and the interviewer, however, must be at the same height and looking into the camera. During the interview. Then it begins. The interview starts, and it's a little bit like a chairlift when skiing, where you are pulled up a bit and you are allowed to let yourself fall first. Let the interviewer get underway and give yourself over the process. Of course, you have your bullet points sheet of paper in front of you. At the same time, you have full control over how the interview goes. You can determine the course of the interview with your answers and perhaps also with counter questions. You don't have to answer every question in a straightforward manner if you can think of something better. I would recommend that if the interviewer talks for too long, just open your mouth a bit. That signals that you want to say something now. And always look into the camera, turn your cell phone off, and always stay present in the moment. Seek dialogue with the interviewer and thus with the viewers. Stay relaxed and everything will be fine. Final considerations and how to be invited to an interview. Now, you might want to know, how do I actually get interviewed? Being proactive can be super helpful. Approach a person of trust you would particularly like to be interviewed by. Give a topic and a few suggested questions. Find a perspective and an angle how your topic can be of benefit. But only approach people you trust. As an interview is aired and hosted by another party, you would do well to choose quality over quantity. I am Daniel Schwenger, a digital marketing specialist and YouTube influencer in Geneva, Switzerland. I help thought leaders and business owners to share an authentic message, look good on camera, and gain trust, engagement, and clients. Would you like to be interviewed and share your message in a professional and authentic setting? I would be happy to interview you or train an interview with you. Let's arrange a discovery call and find out how I can support you. So that's it for this moment. I am happy if I could help you or inspire you to do or give a video interview and go live. Subscribe to this podcast and you will be informed about new episodes. You can find more information as well as a video on interviewing on my YouTube channel, Live Broadcasting Rocks, and my website, www.live-broadcasting.rocks. Looking forward to seeing you live.